Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. New batch of videos starting with this video. So everything prior to this was from a previous recording set. And it's fair to say, we got some mistakes to fix. Made some pretty big errors. And that's why you don't do huge video batches. So this episode, what we have to do is kind of reconcile our location, get things fit back to where they should be. I did have a look between episodes. I do know now why England broke their junior partnership with us. Because they hated us when the war came in. I don't know why, but I genuinely thought because, hey, we're a Dutch Republic, it won't count if we change leader, that will trigger. But no, they hated us, so that's why they broke away. They're going to hate us forever. So the casus belli we have against them, probably not really the way to go. So if we go after England, we're probably going to go with a more kind of traditional conquest method. So speaking of conquest, there's three areas to think of. And they all kind of have similar timelines for when we could really execute it. So there are three nations we could really go after that make sense. We could go after Scotland, England, and France. Not all at the same time, but we can definitely pick one off at a time. There's pros and cons to each. France has the best land, but I am incredibly sure that if we attack France, Spain will declare war on them at the same time. If that happens, Spain's going to take more land probably than even we can, and we don't really gain, because our long-term issue is Spain. Spain's enormous, has most of North America, has all of Central America pretty much, and it's starting to take land off Portugal because Portugal pretty much doesn't exist anymore in a traditional sense. So that's probably not the way to go. We do want land off France, but we're going to have to wait until Spain is at war with something that's a bit more significant than the Iroquois. Our game AI wants us to like the Spanish. That will never happen. That's adorable. Second option is going after England. England only has one ally. They are completely inconsequential. That's on the island of Madagascar. They would be a pushover, and they're in a very easy place to attack off the get-go because we have the three provinces left in Ireland that we can take and pick any of those as our CB. Downside we're taking on England is that we have to wait the longest. It's 1631 before their treaty ends. But they will also almost certainly join a coalition against us if they get out of their truce timer with us and we don't attack them. I'm not super worried about that, except for one major component. So if we look at the coalition map mode, right now there isn't a coalition, which is nice. We haven't had that huge amount during the course of this game. Here's the problem though, it's the Palatinate. The Palatinate are allied to Spain. So if a coalition formed, what would happen is that the Palatinate, I'm sure, would be the ones that would fire it. That would bring Spain in, and at that point we might as well say Ripperoni's rest in spaghetti. Because we're not getting out of that. We're unscathed. That would be horrendous. We would probably be giving up virtually everything, like, in at least a couple of these colonies. Not the game plan. Third option is to go after Scotland. So Scotland and France are no longer allied, which is very helpful. If we attack Scotland, it would bring in Sweden, which is kind of mildly annoying. They'd probably start sitting over here and occupying stuff in Eastern Europe, Russia territory. That would be mildly irritating, but not that bad. Sweden has a small but very, very strong army, and as we have seen, our army stinks something fierce. So we have to do most of our battling, in the water. So there's pros and cons to all of them. I think we're probably going to go after Scotland first, and if it becomes an absolute cakewalk immediately, we might even declare war on England, as soon as the truce ends, to try and prevent a coalition from forming. This isn't to say a coalition would not form, for the record, because Nassau will join any coalition ever, because they're going to hate us for the rest of the game, it's almost guaranteed. The Palatinate might not straight away. They're only at minus 66, so they do hate us quite a lot, but not to an absolutely astonishing degree. We'll have to see. Other things we're trying to do to make our life easier is we're trying to befriend Brandenburg, because there's this disgusting trio of Commonwealth, Bohemia, Brandenburg that's going on right now. The big love in. Which means if the Commonwealth attacks, you get to deal with both of them at the same time. And yeah, Brandenburg's not that strong, but Bohemia has 117,000 troops, which is terrifying. They nearly have as many troops as our actual ally, the Ottomans. We really hope these two don't go to war anytime soon, because we would get dragged in, we would have to get involved, and it would be terrible. Because again, our army sucks. We'll definitely be getting a military base idea next time around when we get the choice. That's a lot of talking. Well, maybe about 6 minutes worth, so it might not be too bad. But I think we've kind of summarised where we're at. So what we have to do with this episode, because it's only 1627, and we'd have to wait until 1630 before we could declare war on anybody here, is we do need to get our affairs in order. So the first thing we need to do is upgrade probably any non-trade ship that we have, just to make sure that we do continue to win the naval battle. We're pretty close to our force limit, I think, when it comes to at least the land side. I don't know about the naval side, but the land side we certainly have. What else do we want to do? We still have a spy in the south, but we probably don't really need it at that point. That's already a claim. That was a bad pick. We need something we don't have a claim on, so I can see how much it costs. 41.25. So as soon as we have that, we'll take this diplomat away. We are trying to be friends with Brandenburg. We are going to probably need... Yeah, because we have a whole one claim on Scotland. Let's start doing that and unpause and see where we are. What a great event to start off the session. Thank you for the feedback, by the way. I am not a professional at playing this game, so anything that I can, I either get reinforcement for things I might already know or things I don't know that teach me, do greatly appreciate it. So continue to leave comments. I do read everything. Don't always respond to everything. I'm not a very extroverted individual, but I try and respond to anything I feel I can contribute something towards. So I do appreciate that. So yes, we're going to put another stack of troops in Ireland, so we have enough for when the time comes. You're going to start drilling, although you're pretty much at maximum drill already, but keep going. Maybe the leader will get better. Because Scotland do have a crazy good general, which we wish we had, but alas, we do not. That's irrelevant. That's also irrelevant. Cool, thanks for that information. You start drilling as well. What's our composition breakout? Not bad, honestly. Not too bad. We've got a reasonable balance. I like to have a couple of cavalry units, but I don't like having them a ton. Although maybe we should be relying on them more if our army stinks. I don't know. Not sure about that one. What's useful that we could get a claim on? Picardy, sure. I Picardy you. There we go. Get that diplomat back. That's not relevant to us. Is there anybody else that we think would be a good ally candidate? I don't think there is. Yeah, no guy is no thank you. Brandenburg would now ally us, which is interesting, so we're going to do that obviously straight away. But anybody else interesting? No, not really. Okay. Well, we're still going to keep increasing our friendship with Brandenburg. But yeah, this is more defensive oriented. I would love to have taken this land, but it's far more sensible for me to have a buffer in case these two get crazy. Austria's far too dangerous to ally, although they probably would let us eventually. That's just too dangerous. Bohemia attacks and we're in a horrible spot. What do we need for upgrades? We can't afford it. That is an expensive upgrade. Okay, can I split you guys? Do you need upgrading? I can't even afford our 15 heavies to be upgraded, so we'll wait until we can afford to do that. So we're going to go up to speed 4 and try not to touch anything. Oh, I've a colony got a province. That's pretty cool. Good for them. If it means I don't have to do anything, I'm okay with it. We're pretty much running out of space to colonize in this part of the world. Yes, we will definitely royal marriage you. Yeah, we're kind of running out of space. We knew it was going to happen eventually, but still, not ideal. Yeah, that's the Iroquois getting battered by the Spanish. This border gore is, I know, is amazing. The yellow and kind of orangish colour is not very flattering together. New leader time, 445. Yep, you're good. I'll take it. What's our split like anyway? 9, 8, 11. Perfect. Colonies are rivaling each other. Not a huge surprise. What a great trait. I love getting martial educators. Not sarcasm. Genuinely one of my favourite traits. What do we want to do with this other diplomat? I guess we should probably just keep building spy networks against the... I was about to say creatures. The entities I guess we want to take on. I guess between, you know, the last batch and this, I was creating some galleys as well. Okay, cool. Thank you for completing. I don't need you to sit here anymore. I guess you can go up to the other 4K stack. Then we can start moving them away. That's fine. If a Portuguese colony wants to make a claim on mine, I'm not too worried. Denmark's going to give a load of stuff up to Sweden. Honestly, I'm okay with this because it means the Commonwealth isn't getting it, at least not yet. They probably will, but not yet. Disputed succession. I was going to say that's not a disputed succession. The guy's 15 years old. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know how his dingling really works at that point. Florida Blanca has been completed, so let's get... You can only have 500 natives. Well, we have minorities to expel, so we might as well get some down here. Is there anything super good? Let's do... what feels thematically appropriate? Let's do some Lower Saxon. That seems fun. Anything here useful for trade specifically? Not really. That's jungle, which is awful. Yeah, no. Okay. Let's do that then. Lower Saxon. You have 2,000 potential natives uprising, so we'll move you over. We don't even really need to do this. They will colonize it by themselves, but we're kind of pushing them along. No consensus. Gross. Once that happens, we're going to probably start colonizing a little bit here. We started in this one province because it only has 300 natives, so they can't do anything to us. But here there's 1,000, so they certainly could. We could move over here. But again, they have 1,000 natives, so we'll wait. We're in no rush. Again, that's more just because we can. Is it a good idea? Dunno. But the option is there. Oh, we finally learned about... How have we only just learned about Colombia? I thought we've seen the entire game. Apparently not. That's also a lie. The quality of our troops is not very impressive, but... Well, if you're telling them that and they believe it, I mean, that's a good thing, ultimately. Upgrade these ships. Merge the stack back together again. They're the ones that really matter because they're doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Light trade ships, you're just galleys. Let's get you over here. What is this one trade ship doing? Well, we'll just have you hide in war, I guess. Parliament demands a removal of our statesman. I'd really rather not. Yeah, we're not going to. He's only 39, and he's a +3 dude. So I don't want to pay for another one, so I'm going to say no. Get this new idea, though. 10% extra morale for our navy is excelente. Yeah, we know. We're going to have colonial pain. I can see it coming. We finally maxed out our friendship with our new ally, which is fantastic. Anything in here I need to know that's super important? Doesn't really look like it. New galleon. Let's get you over to the group. Dutch Louisiana, that's fine. Yeah, nothing here that we really have to be concerned of. Okay, that's fine. So... let's start with getting a claim. What's the easiest thing for us to get? Probably Ayrshire. I mean, it's not bad for development, so we'll start with that. Man is not hard for us to get, but it's just inconvenient because it's not on any landmass. England's been spying on us. That probably shouldn't come as much of a surprise. Now we're into 1629, so we're only about a year and a half away. Could get level 19 tech for admin, but we're not going to. We're going to need that, I'm sure, to state some stuff by the end of this. 3 more heavy ships. Get over there. Okay, our colony's been doing some work. It's been doing some good work. Speaking of our colonies, we should probably check. Okay, yeah, so all on no focus apart from our big guy who's on aggressive, which that's okay with me. Anybody super unhappy? No, they're actually very happy. Very, very happy. Yeah, we're not sending them that much. Send 10% of your monthly manpower? No, 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 no. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, we're also not attacking our own guys. Yeah, or indeed any of... Yeah, no, Pacifico... Oh. Pacifico Norte is interesting, but what would probably happen is that Spain would demand a white peace. And we obviously would say yes, because that would be devastating if we didn't. Speaking of devastating, look how much open space there is because Russia doesn't exist in this game. Normally they would have backfilled all of this, or at least got part of the way through. None of these guys ever go for expansion-based ideas. So there's so much nothing that is here. That's really funny. That's a lot of wasted land. I mean, technically, we could go all the way up to colonize, like, over here. But that just wouldn't be very valuable to us, I don't think. If we run out of places to colonize, though, I will totally do that. Just because, well, we don't want colonists sitting on their backsides doing nothing. We might as well, you know, have them do something. Yes. Oh, there's the native uprising of 300 people that we're just going to ignore. That is fine. Guess I should help you guys with that. Oh, there's Anglican zealots. Okay. Oh, they're moving their stack over. This would be a really convenient time to attack them if we could, but nope. We have to wait. That's a pretty good naval stack. I mean, it's not amazing, because if you take the transports out, it's what, 49 ships? But it's better than a kick in the pants. We will probably separate the transports off, though, because we don't want them wandering around at time of war. That's fine. France is not the priority right now, as much as I'd really like them to be. Really cheap reformist artist. I already have one. Yeah, that's... No, I mean, he's old. Maybe we'll replace him before he dies. Go on, then. But yeah, we essentially retired our guy to replace him with the same person. For 70 gold, that's probably worth doing. I wish I was a fish. No, I wish I could have it so that once you get to a certain threshold, it just automatically makes a claim for you. Because I am very forgetful. Yeah, maybe I am a fish. I'm also wondering, are we going to need more troops than that? We can get more. We can get another 11. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't usually go for cavalry, but again, and army stinks, so maybe that'll be helpful. And copper bottoms. I guess we'll have time to get our military up beforehand. So yeah, we should probably do that now. If we could get to the final idea and the quality ideas before this war with Scotland, that would be awesome, but it's not going to happen. It's not quite on the cards. That extra discipline, though, would be sweet. More natives. There's only 500 of them. I wonder if our colony will be nice enough to go get them. No? Of course not. Okay. Let's go give them a bop and come back. Sweden sowing discontent. I mean, I think you got bigger issues than me, buddy. I'm just going to throw it out there. Portugal also being rude. Comes with the territory, really. Okay, so when is it in 1630 that we can attack? August. Now we can get another claim, so let's do that now too. What is a really high value that's nearest? Dumfries? Excellent. Right here. So what are we thinking? If we want to attack Scotland, what land would we be looking to take? Because we want to make it as difficult for England as possible. So I'm wondering if we want to try and take more down here. We'll have to see how the game kind of flows. Yes, Bohemia's being cranky as well. Just put a claim on something for now. Ooh, we did get a positive event. Powerhouse in the book trade. As our urban centres dominate the markets, attracting visitors and passers-by that purchase our goods from all around the globe, one unforeseen side effect of that is the increased production and consumption of books across our grand nation. Large books, pocket-sized books, cookbooks, and scientific books. That says papers, not books. You trapped me. That was tricked and trapped in one word. I can't speak anymore. A wave of thought and intelligence is not what it says. A thought of wave. A thought of wave! I'm going to stop talking. A room without books is like a body without a soul. Cool. Friesland now produces paper. Wow, that was an attack on the literary arts. That was not intentional. Oh, I can read, I promise. I did get through school. Kind of. Just about in one piece. Do we have any inflation? Yes, we do. So, sure, go through the reforms. Our inflation is going down, but it is very high right now. I will give you money because that's probably the key reason why you wouldn't join a war with me. Is if you're bust. Yeah, I'm okay with this. How many favours do I have with the Ottomans? 20? For now, might seem like a little bit of a lame play, but I'm going to exchange that for trust. Because I want them to be less inclined to not defend us. Excellent. Another 5 bonus development. So yes, in terms of North America, nothing really for us to do at this point unless we want to colonize Greenland, but jog on, mate. That's not very useful. There's nowhere on this earth I'm going to get open borders through any Spanish territory, so I guess we're just going to go wander back to the coastline and we'll pick them up at some point. Beyond that, we're going to have an open colonist. Do we go over... How many natives would be here, just out of curiosity? 500, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Go over there, then. This won't count as a colony. So, this will still count as our main land. It's not going to be very valuable, but this is land that nobody's really going to fight us for. So, it's free. It's going to be a very strange Netherlands in the middle of nowhere out there, but what are you going to do? Manufactories built. Our colony's just taken some more land. We don't need a level 2 artist. I don't really need the admin points, to tell you the truth, but, I mean, better than not getting them. What do we want to do? I know it's incredibly inefficient, but I think we might turn the state of Flanders into being, even with only 1 province. Do that. That means we need to have a seat. We're going to let you have your seat. There you go, because you're 25 development already, so that's very tasty, and you're on the coastline. So we love to see that. Probably should do some development accumulation. That went from 34 to 36. It wasn't just me that saw that, right? Oh, I was looking at the wrong tab. Yeah, that was cost. This is development done, not... So you've just made everything an odd number. Okay, well, I'm glad I caught that early enough. Get a couple in there. Sealand seems appropriate. Yeah, You can't get to 10. I guess we're not getting very many round numbers. My plan to make round numbers is failing spectacularly. So let's just clean some of these up. There you go. And there. That's enough. Don't want to go over the top. That should give some more money. What are we making a turn? 54 gold a turn. Well, per month. That is the time we want. I know we kept everybody still drilling, which is fine. We'll stop them drilling now. Because the whole point is we're just going to move our navy out here and block this regardless. Turn the speed down. We have an open diplomat. We have 3 claims. Now, still not fantastic, but the claim seep is garbage anyway, like the conquest one. Because it's still 100% everything. Sweden will join. Lorraine will join. That's not of any consequence. What do we want to make the war goal? Definitely not the Shetlands. No, Dumfries does have a fort, so I'll make you the one. Interesting that Brandenburg would already join in. I mean, we're 100% going to say yes. These guys might as well get some use. That'll help us with Sweden. So hit confirm. Yeah, you guys are going to stop drilling as well. This 40 stack of trade vessels, I'm going to tell you to go home during war. The 50 are already going home. The 30 is my transport fleet. And then there's one rando who's a heavy ship. We're just going to leave you in place because you'll probably get bopped on the way. Okay, so that's fine. So, we're going to do the Luigi strategy temporarily, and we're going to do very, very little. We can't even get to Lorraine, so we're just going to wait. We'll just have people slowly go in this direction. Can you get there? No? Okay, that's fine. You can sit in place. Sweden still have enough ships where this is going to be mildly annoying, but it shouldn't be too bad. Any easy navies we can bot first? I don't see any super trivially around. Okay, so we'll wait. There's some Swedish navy, but not of any significance. That's trade fleet. Will you be kind enough to let me in here? Probably not. It's crazy how one ship can block a whole stack from moving, but they didn't make it anyway, so that's fine. There's the 21 ships. They're mostly transports by the looks of it. I'm not going to be able to get open borders with the Platinate, so hopefully Frankfurt will get it. Try and sit in Sealand if you can, please, because then they will get the crossing penalty. Excellent. Okay. So that's comically all we really have to do with Sweden for now. They're going to come over here and start occupying things, I'm sure. But is that really of any consequence? That's more troops than I thought it would be. I thought they only had 15,000. They must be just reaccumulating them. Well, that's a little bit annoying. We'll probably get bopped once by our other stack in Colding then. How bad are we in combat now? So we still have significantly worse discipline. We have fractionally higher morale, but we're going to get whomped. Speaking of morale. Turn off diplomacy, please. We'll give it a couple of ticks and then we'll go to war. 14th. Thank you. Run away. Just for now. And yeah, they won't be able to move anywhere other than our Danish capital, so that is fine. Move you guys so you don't sit on the same tile and attrition each other. So they'll sit there and wait for a little bit. This is what I didn't want to have happen. Spain's declared on France. That is incredibly bad. Not much I can really do about it, though. Because if I try and declare on them now... Oh, that's funny. They Frankfurt and Milan will join that war as well, I guess. Okay, well, this is disgusting. This was not the game plan, but I guess that's what we'll do. Okay, cool. Gross. So we are at war with two nations at once. The one with France we might peace out of pretty quickly, though. It's mostly so we just don't lose any opportunity to get involved. Gonna have to borrow my navy, I think. And now you guys are at full morale. Let's get you over the sea. Okay, those guys are over. We just have to watch to see if Scotland retaliates by trying to cross over. Then I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, so France is going to come sit on my province. I'm not hugely surprised by that. I'm going to take this moment to have you guys flee. Thank you. And then you're going to go back once the war's over to go back to the English Channel. I don't want them to get bopped, me not noticing, and then have big bad times. So, in terms of the France war, I'm surprised, really, that I know Brandenburg wouldn't get involved, but Frankfurt and Milan would. I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised. I also don't get any attrition here, which is fantastic, so we will wait one more tick. Scotland trying to cross over here yet? Nope. I haven't even seen the vast majority of their units, which is interesting. Got a war now. Aha! 40k stack. Man, I wish I had a 3662 leader. Also, why did I put this way around? It should have been the other way around. Do it that way, please. You are much better at sieging. Now do this. What maneuver do you have? 0? Well, that's very kind of you. Having 0 maneuver is very helpful. If I take this one heavy down here now. We're still struggling because our discipline is bad. So, yes, they lost more units than we did, but it wasn't by an astronomical number. Can we get another military leader? We can. We probably should. Wow, you suck. You are terrible. Well, yeah, France is probably going to come and sit on us a little bit for now. Portugal's going to probably hate us forever, but I don't need this guy either, and I don't really need the prestige. Are they at the level of hating us that they will never like us ever again? Yes. Okay, so there's no point doing that. Got to have my eyes in a few different places at the same time here. Which, as you have seen, is not my specialty. Truce with England has ended. Now, at least Spain can't join a coalition because they're at war, so that's one positive of them attacking France. Get back over here to help with the sieging. Portugal is now defender of the faith. Okay. Well, good luck to you on that front. I feel like you might need it. Start occupying some things. Just try and slow. Like, I don't really. If I can get this one province off Switzerland, well, if I could get it off Switzerland, that'd be great too. But getting it off Sweden, who owns it, is probably what I actually mean. That would be great. Although the 32 aggressive expansion is not great, but as we saw, most of Europe doesn't really hate me that much. Just some of it, which I think is a positive change. Forgot how slow heavy ships move. Yeah, we've only just got over here to help the siege. The other positive of this breaking down the way it is that because I haven't attacked their big stack yet, England probably doesn't feel like they're really in a position to deal with it. Also, could we stop having you guys alternate? It's very annoying. Why is the... Oh, the Pope. That's funny. The Pope is a vassal of Naples. Cute. Well, our allies are doing reasonably okay against France, surprisingly. Milan does have 53,000 troops. They are not a small nation in this game. That's not bad at all. How many troops does Sweden now have? 5,000. Okay, so they have nothing. I could split this up a bit more. I'll probably go wander over to this level 2 fort in a second, but... Yes, for now, really, the priority is dealing with Scotland. I have to watch this stack. As soon as it attacks me, we have to be very cognizant of it. Otherwise, things will be real bad real quick. But yes, if I can get Sweden out of this war really quickly, I'd love to turn these back around to deal with France. Because I'm sure eventually, between Milan and Frankfurt, they're not going to be able to hold out forever. If you can get the Swedish capital, they'll probably just give up. Siege of Dumfries is done. Lothian is only a farmland. This is probably the best time I'm going to get to attack them. Yes, there'll be a crossing penalty. I don't think there's a way around that. They have rivers with... They don't have a river with Argyle. Can I go there first? No. Okay. Just go attack them then. Well, they're trying to get away. Now, stats-wise... Okay, Scotland's not very good either. Well, that's a relief. That's a lot of money. The South German organ tradition. Oh, they're talking about the musical instrument. I was thinking something else for a minute there. Whoopsie daisy. That's a lot of money. I can afford it, but I'm not going to. No, I'm good. Let's move our navy. Are you technically on the weird? Yeah, Perth's not technically on the coastline, as odd as it looks. So I guess what we'll do instead is we will go and... I don't know. Let's go outside Sutherland. How are we struggling this badly, guys? I was going to say... Oh, my word. How did we lose so many more troops than them? I get that general is good, but geez Louise. This is a coastal province. Let's go over to the Firth of Forth. Easy for me to say. Are you the guy with siege? No. You move here then. I mean, technically we try and... No, we're not going to do both at the same time. We're not greedy. We have one random province over here, so what we're going to do is build one military unit. And that will allow us to protect this land. I mean, we might as well. No, just on a regular colonist, honestly. This is not high value. Again, this is mostly just because it gives the AI confusion. Because they're going to have to think about all these different places I technically have land. They still have an inconsequential number of troops. Oh wow, this video has been going on for a long time. Let me put a pause here, and we will continue next episode. Bit of a slow burn, a bit of a methodical approach this one, but hopefully if you did enjoy the video, give it the old like and subscribe. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.